You can't have halfway faith with whole problems. You cannot have halfway faith with whole problems. Pressure or purpose. Pressure or purpose. That's what we're talking about on this morning. Still all about me versus me. I got to pick up a little bit on that message on Sunday because it was powerful. It spoke to me. I certainly hope it spoke to others. It was only at the 8 o'clock because at the 10 o'clock we had, it was Education Sunday, and we were celebrating all of those who got their degrees, diplomas, so on and so forth. But this morning, I want to just continue to pick up on that. You can't have halfway faith with whole problems. You cannot have halfway faith with whole problems. Pressure will produce purpose. Me versus me. That's what we're talking about this morning. Good morning, everybody. It's time for Morning Manna. I got a word for you, as you know, on this morning. Happy Monday morning. Happy Monday morning. It's a great day. It's a wonderful day. And of course, I got a word for you. Going to greet some folk, then get into the word. Can't just start out the week without the manna. How about that? You can't start the week without the manna. And certainly got that. Let me repeat it as you gather, as Facebook gathers my audience here. You can't have halfway faith with whole problems. You can't. You can't. You really can't. And that's what we're talking about this morning because what? Pressure will produce purpose. But you got to win the battle of me versus me. I'm going to go back to the text on Sunday that I ministered at the 8 o'clock. If you missed it, boy, you really need to get it. I'm going to post some clips this week on it. We don't record at the 8 o'clock yet. So I'll just have to post, but I got to give you a little more of that on this morning. Certainly have. If you were at the 8 o'clock, shout it out. Shout it out. I'm going to pick up some more on that because it really spoke to me, still speaking to me. But let's greet some folk this morning. Good morning, Erica. How are you on this morning? Good morning, Jan. How are you, Elder Jan? How are you, Vicky? How are you, Thelma? How are you on this morning? Good morning, Linda. How are you on this morning? Minister Yolanda. Michael is in the house. Elder Mobley is in the house. Ann is in the house. Deborah Dorsey is also here. Great job on yesterday. Deborah, I think you were involved with all of that. Were you involved with the education committee? I think so. I think so. Tell me. You know what? Good morning, Deborah. What a great party we had. Oh my goodness. 70. Looks good on you. Elton has done real good for himself. You make sure you tell him that. Good morning, Gerald. How are you on this morning? Shajil, how are you on this morning? That's right. Happy Monday. Jacqueline, how are you on this morning? Brenda is in the house. Verena, saw you in the house at the 8 o'clock. How about that? How about that? What you think of the 8 o'clock? Tell me what you think of the 8 o'clock. I think it was the first time I've seen you there. Maybe not. Good morning, Daytona Racers. That's right. Here we go. Netta Love is in the house as well. Let me get some more folk here. Dawn is here. Pastor Lil is here. Jacqueline is here. Sharice is here. Liz is also in the house. Elder Mobley is here. Ori is here. Cynthia is here in the house. Patrice as well. Did you get the word? And I'm going to pick up a little bit more on that this morning. I can't let it go yet. Can't let it go. Sheila Jones, how about that? Home girl from my hometown. That's right. Class of 77. You already know. Hey, I wish I could be there. I know we're going to gather Memorial Day, but next year, homegirl, 50 years, you know I'm going to be up in the place. Yes, indeed. Good morning, Sheila, my homegirl, for sure. Laura is here. Elder Mobley already. Anna is here as well. Valerie is here as well. Here's what we're talking about on this morning. I want you to get it. Want you to get this me versus me. You know that. And I want to pick up on that more from the message on yesterday because I need you to grab a hold of the fact that you can't have halfway faith when you got a whole problem. You can't because pressure is going to produce purpose. But you've got to know that you got to defeat the me versus me first. You already know that. So, how about this? Let's get right into it because I want to get this word into you this morning.
Good morning and welcome to Morning Manna, where in 5 minutes or less, you're going to get an impartation with the text, the talk, and the takeaway. Join the Morning Manna fam every weekday morning at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. Don't forget to put in the chat the revelation that you get and share the manna. Now, let's get ready to have some manna so you can make it through your day.
Okay, here we go. Me versus me. You can't have halfway faith when you got a whole problem. 2 Kings 13:18, the NIV translation. Hear it again for the first time. We're going to drill down even deeper than we did on Friday and Sunday. Then he said, take the arrows. We already said that the arrows were symbols of victory during biblical times. And the king took them. He did. Elisha told him, who's about to die, strike the ground. He struck it 3 times and stopped. King Joash was standing in a moment that would determine the future of a whole nation. Israel was under a great deal of pressure. Elisha was dying, and the enemy was closing in. Grab this, get the context. Elisha gave Joash a prophetic utterance, an instruction to strike the ground with arrows 3 times. Joash obeyed, but only halfway when they had a whole problem. He struck 3 times, stopped. Elijah became angry because he did not grab the moment. He did not understand what was happening. He reflected more of what was on the inside of him, limited endurance, limited expectations of what God can do. I want you to understand this. When you have a whole problem, you can't have halfway faith. Just as what Jesus said when they were walking on the water and Peter drowned, and he said, why did you half believe? He says, oh, ye of little faith. The Greek means half. You don't believe. You already know this. Let me give you more of this, and then I'll get into the word. You know, when the disciples were trying to heal the sick person after they had come down from the Mount of Transfiguration, and Jesus says to them, these kind coming forth only but by prayer and fasting. Why did you half believe? Or why don't you, O ye of little faith, which is the Greek of, you got half faith for a whole problem. Grab this, and I want you to get this. Here's the first thing I want you to grab a hold of when you're dealing with whole problems. 1, pressure reveals what's really in you. That's what we mean by that pressure is going to produce the purpose. Anybody can shout on Sunday. What you going to do on Monday? But pressure exposes your real spiritual condition. Under pressure, some people pray harder and others panic faster. Which one are you going to do? Joash didn't stop because he lacked the arrows. He had some in his hand and he shot. He stopped because pressure was banging down on him. He didn't understand his purpose. Pressure exposes fear, exposes inconsistency, and exposes shallow, half-hearted faith. Yeah, I believe, but not whole. So don't let pressure make you abandon what God told you to do. Here's the second thing I want you to do and grab a hold of. Don't misread the moment. Don't misread the moment. Understand what is happening here. In this, as well as in your situation, when there's a whole problem, you can't bring about a half of you. Joash treated the prophetic moment casually, not wholly. Elisha never told him how many times, but heaven was watching to see how hungry he was. Are you going to be whole or half-hearted? Some moments in life require aggressive whole faith. Some moments in life require a stubborn bulldog grabbing onto it like that dog that just won't let go of the toy. Some moments require you to have all out whole intensity. The danger is treating a life-changing moment like it's ordinary. It's a whole moment you're up against, so you can't bring a half of you. Third thing, stop giving half-hearted energy to full-time problems. Can I say it one more time? Stop giving half-hearted energy to full whole-time problems. Israel was in a national crisis, but Joash responded half-heartedly. The size of the battle demanded more intensity, a whole self, not a half self. Some people want stronger marriages with weak effort, bigger bank accounts without tithing, spiritual growth without praying, leadership impact with no leadership sacrifice. You're just bringing half of you to a whole leadership opportunity problem. Partial commitment, here you go, here's your takeaway. Partial commitment cannot produce complete transformation. Bring your whole self to transform the moment. Partial commitment cannot bring about whole transformation. Bring your whole self to finish off the whole problem. How about that? Take this manna, share the manna. Don't keep it to yourself. The Lord be with you today. His face shine upon you, give you peace. I'll see you tomorrow morning with more morning manna. I might come up with some more me versus me because this is good to me. I don't know about you. God bless you. Share the manna. See you tomorrow. Bye now.